Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Reeti and I'm back with another lecture in the operating system series. In the last lecture, we learned about introduction to operating system. In this particular video, we would be learning about components, functions as well as the goals of operating system. So without any further ado, let's get started. So what are these goals? Goals basically define the purpose of an operating system, basically what it aims to achieve. So what are goals? Anything which we aim to achieve. So my goal is to crack placement in 30 days. So that is something I really want to achieve. Now coming to functions. So these describe the tasks performed by the operating system to meet its goals. So to crack the placement in 30 days, I need to work hard. I need to maybe go through this operating system series, learn DBMS, learn DSA. So all those things comes as part of the functions, or you can say as part of the task, that these are the tasks which I need to do to achieve my goal. Now coming to components. So these are the building blocks that enable the operating system to perform its function. Now I have to crack placement in 30 days. The task which I need to do is I need to learn operating system, I need to learn DBMS, I need to learn DSA. Now what are the components here? So components are basically YouTube, because there I can get all the videos. I should have a phone, I should have an iPad, I should have a laptop, I should maybe have a earphone as well to listen to those videos. I should have a notebook to prepare notes. So all these comes as part of the components. So let's look at another example for the same. So think of an operating system like a restaurant. So right now operating system is a restaurant. So what are the goals, what are the functions, and what are the components of operating system here? So the goals are serve quality food. So again, every restaurant wants that they can serve quality food. So that is something which every restaurant aspire to achieve. Now coming to the functions, so what are the tasks that restaurant should take care of so that they can achieve that goal? So first is cooking, taking orders, serving food, or you can say having quality checks in the food, and all those things are some of the tasks which the restaurant needs to do so that they can serve the quality food. Now coming to the components. So components here are kitchen, waiters, menu, tables, which are helping the operating system to achieve its goals. So we can say that goals are the purpose which you desire to achieve. Then functions are all the tasks which needs to be done so that you can achieve that particular goal. And then coming to the components, so these are the building blocks which help you to do the proper functioning so that you can achieve that particular goal. Now, what are all the components of operating system? So the operating system is a complex software made up of various components that work together to manage system resources, ensure security, and provide an interface for the user and application. So operating system provides an interface so that user can come and run any application which is present on the operating system. So basically, for application, it provides an environment for it to run. Now each component has a specialized role, but all are critical for the overall functioning of the operating system and the stability of system. As I told that if you have to achieve the goal, you have to perform some task or do proper functioning, and to make sure that all the functioning is happening in a proper way, components comes into the picture. So these are all the components of operating system. The very first one is kernel. So this is the core of the operating system that manage system resources. So this is the core part of the operating system which is helpful in managing all the system resources. Now the next one is process management module. So it handles the process creation, scheduling, and execution. Now what is a process? So whenever a program goes into the execution, that is called as process. So consider if you want to open a page, if you want to save a page. So these are some individual processes. So all these processes should be executed at the same time. So how those execution happens, which process takes the priority, all those things happens as part of the process management module. Now coming to the next module, that is memory management module. Again, if a process wants to start, it first comes into the RAM. So for that particular allocation, like which process will come to RAM, how much memory it will take, it is taken care by the memory management. Now coming to the next one, that is file system. So you have seen oftenly that we have some local disk C, local disk E, local disk F in our computer systems. In that local disk, we do have some folders. In that particular folder, do have some subfolders, or you can say we do have some data. So that particular folder directories management is taken care by the file system. So whenever you want to create a folder, whenever you want to delete a folder, whenever you want to modify the folder, all those things comes as part of the file system module. Now coming to the device driver. So as I told that user doesn't needs to directly communicate with the hardware devices, it can communicate to the OS and OS will communicate with the hardware devices. So the communication between the OS and hardware is taken care as part of the device drivers. So we can say that device driver basically allows the communication between the operating system and the hardware. Now coming to the user interface, which enables user interaction with the system. Again, if the user wants to interact with the system, there should be an interface. As I told that operating system is an interface. So there should be an interface, there should be a user interaction interface where the user can access any apps, can do any kind of modification and etc. Now coming to the goals of operating system, which are basically the purpose operating system aspire to achieve. Now what are the goals? First one is efficiency. So it ensures the optimal use of system resources like CPU, memory and storage. So operating system needs to make sure that there is optimal use of system resources, because consider that there is one task or one process which is like acquiring a lot of system resources. There could be a possibility that your system may crash. So all those things needs to be taken care by the operating system, and this is the goal of operating system. Now coming to the next one, that is user convenience. So it provides a user-friendly interface for the interaction. Again, if the user wants to interact with the operating system, they need an interface, and that interface should be like something which is very interactive so that user can interact with the operating system and get its tasks done. Now coming to the next one, that is security and protection. So it safeguards system data and process from unauthorized access. So whenever we have to open our laptop, PCs, phone, we need to provide the user ID and the password. Sometimes in the phone you can provide the screen lock, touch ID, face lock or etc. Now all those things are taken care by the operating system, because there could be a possibility that someone else can come and just log into your system, right? So you need to provide the user ID and password, and then the operating system will check that does this user belongs to this particular system. If yes, then only he or she can log in, else it is an unauthorized access. So that all security things are also taken care by the operating system. Now the next one is multitasking and parallel processing. Operating system should support multiple processes and user efficiently. Again, if I have to open the text editor, I have to open the VLC media player, like I'm doing some coding, but I have to at the same time listen to some songs. So all those multitasking should be taken care by the operating system, then only it can achieve its goal. Now the next one is reliability and fault tolerance. So it ensures system stability, error handling and recovery. So operating system should ensure that the system is reliable, there is proper error handling, and there should be a fast recovery. Like consider there could be a situation where your system just crashes out, just hangs. So there should be some recovery method so that operating system self-recovers. You don't need to do anything extra and it can do the self-recovery. So all these things combinedly makes the goal of operating system, which operating system desires to achieve or is the purpose of operating system. Now the next one is the most important one. What are the functions? So we have got some goals. Now we need to perform some tasks to achieve that goals. So the very first primary function is the process management. Now operating system manages the creation, scheduling and termination of process on the computer. It allocates CPU memory to different processes to run simultaneously, allocating CPU time among them. Now consider that there is a process, open a page. There is a process, save that particular page. Now we need to prioritize all those processes. We need to allocate some CPU or some memory space to that particular process. We need to also tell that this particular process, if like consider takes more than 2 minutes or 3 minutes, then the CPU should be allocated to another process. It shouldn't withhold the same process. It makes sure that there is proper creation of processes, proper scheduling of process, like which process should be executed first, which process should have how much time, and all those things are taken care by the process management. Now the next one is memory management. So operating system allocates memory to the process whenever needed and frees it when no longer required. So again, if a process is coming to our RAM, if the process is executed, it needs to get deallocated from RAM as well, correct? So that all things are taken care by the memory management. So memory management makes sure that if a process is coming and if the process is no longer needed, or if the process has completed its execution, it could be deallocated from the RAM. Now coming to the next one, that is file system and management. So operating system manages files on disk organizing them into folders and directories for easy access and storage. It handles file creation, deletion, and modification. It also helps in managing file access permissions and security. As I told that we often have different types of disk, local disk C, local disk E, local disk D, and in that particular disk we do have some folders. In that folders we may have some subfolders or we may have some data. So all those folder creation, folder deletion, folder modification, or you can say directories creation, all those things are taken care as part of operating system. Sometimes we also need to hide some folders maybe from our parents. So at that time also operating system help us to provide some security or access to different folders, so that could be hidden and that could be only viewed by specific person. Now coming to the next one, that is device management. So operating system manages input output devices like printers, keyboards, disk, and provide a layer of abstraction allowing application to interact with the hardware through drivers. Now consider that user wants to interact with the input output devices because user wants to do some input output operation. Now operating system will go ahead and communicate with the hardware using the device drivers. So all those communication between the operating system as well as the hardware happens because of the device management. Now the next one is security and access control. So operating system enforces user authentication permissions, protect against unauthorized access. It provides security features like firewalls and antivirus software. Again the same thing, like consider if you want to open your system, if you want to open your phone, it asks for a user ID and password, and if you fail to provide the correct user ID and password, the system doesn't opens for you. So this is a layer of protection which operating system provides to your system so that no unauthorized person can access your system. Also there could be various threats like viruses, bombs. So operating system do protect our system from those as well because of these antivirus softwares. Now coming to the next one, that is networking. So operating system manages network connection and data sharing. It facilitates network communication, allowing devices to connect, share data and access resources over a local or remote network. Consider that there are multiple systems over a local or remote network who wants to share some data, who wants to share some resources. So that can also be taken care by the operating system using the networking. Now the last one is user interface. So operating system provides an interface for the users to interact with the system, typically through a command line interface or a graphical user interface, that is GUI. It also allows user to execute commands, manage files and interact with applications in a user-friendly format. So whenever the user wants to interact with the operating system, it can do it in two ways. First one is using the user interface, or you can say graphical user interface. Second one is using the CLI, or you can say command line. Now using both these things, user can interact with the operating system. So whenever you open your system, you can see that there are multiple applications present, and in that particular application you do a double click and those application opens. But consider you don't want to go via this user interface, like you don't want to go to the Windows tab and then see all the application and then open the application. You can use the terminal which is there in all the operating system. So using the terminal, you can use some commands such as cd, which will take you that particular folder or that particular application, and then you can open that application as well. These are the two ways using which you can communicate with the operating system to get your task done. So these are all the goals, components as well as the primary functions of operating system. I hope you like this video. So if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you're someone who is new to my channel, can go ahead and watch out the tech content first, and if you find it useful, can go ahead and subscribe. Also, if you have not followed me on my social media handles, you can go ahead and follow. The links are in the description. Till then, take care, keep learning, keep growing, keep smiling. Bye all.